あ、すみません。もっ
こ
と
から。
そうそうそう。ここから、
なるほど。
あそこは綺麗だと。
なるほど。
でもこう、ちょっとこうしたらもっと
すごい
シンプルに、これは被写体という。
ああ、なるほど。いいですね。
So here what triggered me is this little plants at the corner. I really like the color, the mix of green and some of the red parts. You have red little balls kind of thing, a little bit of red in the leaves too, and I think it pairs well with this sign. This sign is probably quite new, really bright blue. So I'm gonna take that, I think, as a vertical shot and place it really in the center. Now, what could also be interesting is placing that more on the left side and waiting for someone to walk there on the street. You have this shutter that is closed, so could make a good backdrop for clear subject separation. In that case, I would go a little bit further, place that blue sign on the left third. Ah, someone's coming. So here, obviously, I really like this little okonomiyaki shop. Really like the red storefront, and I think it's gonna be pretty easy composition. I'm gonna focus on the shop, put it somewhere on the top left third, and wait for someone to walk or a bicycle to drive on the road. There's something even more interesting to play with this sign. I also like this composition too, and I think it works well as a vertical shot. You have the foreground with this kind of sign thing. Still the same shop, and I'm at 5.6 now to have a bit more depth of field, and I'm waiting a subject to step in. Let me take a minute to introduce you to today's video sponsor, Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital protection solution that covers everything that matters. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, to spammers, and anyone else who want to target you. Your full name, email, home address, your relatives, your health records, it's all out there. That's why I recommend using Aura, because it shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps to reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, my bank accounts, or other sensitive information. If they manage to access my social media accounts, I can basically become unemployed, so that's crucial to stay safe. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental control, and identified self-insurance, and more, without having to download several apps and pay different subscriptions. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, I can get everything at one affordable price. You may already have one or two of these tools already, but not having Aura is just like locking the front door but leaving the back door wide open. Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours, so you can head over to aura.com/Adrian to start your 2 weeks free trial. And look at this, even Iron Man himself is concerned about his digital privacy and recommending to go for Aura, so should you. So you can click on that first link in the description to start your 2 weeks free trial. And now let's get back to the video. difficult to figure out a way to compose this one. I think I'm gonna just focus on that quadrant of this glass door, like that the glass is broken, and you have some tape that creates some more texture and reflections. And what about a vertical composition of that broken glass? Here we have a little ray of light hitting this building with the nice red kind of glass door too. Let's see what we can do. I think I found something interesting. I can just really focus on that building and that nice light pattern. That's interesting because we see the shadow of what seems to be the balcony of this building. So I like the shapes it creates. We'll also try to include the red door to have a little bit of color. So today I'm shooting again with my A7 IV that I paired with this 50mm f1.8 lens, really the most basic Sony version FE. It's almost like a $200 lens and it works well, so let's see what you can get. Here we have a nice tray of light in the middle of the park. I focused somewhere on that ray of light, and now I'm just waiting for someone to enter in the light so we can have a very nice contrast and a clear subject separation. What I do also is typically I point my camera up a little bit so the camera is exposing for the highlights, or I mean the highlights are not blown out, and then I lock exposure and I recompose. I can also check my focus again with my back button focusing, and everything is ready for the shot to be taken. So here the sunlight hitting the tree, the foliage of the tree makes it very beautiful. Despite being February, we have a nice greenish color, and for that shot I don't mind having no one in the frame actually. This little building is the toilets of this park, and regardless I think it makes a beautiful shot. I frame it in a way to have a little bit of an angle on the toilets. We have plenty of the tree, and I think it's beautiful. So what I like in this scene is the depth. We have plenty of depth with the light hitting the right side of this building. So we have a bright side and a shadow side. The building behind is also quite reflective. We have a little bit of light going onto this roof of the parking. It's not really a parking lot, I don't really know what it is. And we have plenty of empty parking space here. So we see the white lines. Yeah, so it's interesting combination of light and patterns, shapes. So here what triggered me is this building on the other side of the street. It is a very weird aqua color. With the 50mm I can try to have someone walking where the shutter is closed. I can use this tree as a foreground to make my composition a bit more simple. We have another layer with the tram stop. So I think it can make a pretty interesting composition. Something like that. And now I just have to wait for someone to to walk by this the shutter of this building, and we'll have the shot. Now I really want to pop into a coffee to warm up a little bit, but I know that on the other side of this station there might be some interesting composition, interesting location to play with the light that we have now. It's still early, so it's still angled. So yeah, I will push through another 20-30 minutes and then have myself a coffee, I think. So here I pre-focus at the end of this walking path. I put my exposure composition to -2 in this situation, and now I just wait for someone to walk. I just want one unique subject, and given the situation, the lighting condition, the subject will appear as a silhouette, which again I would repeat it, but I like it. We also have this yellow thing on the ground that makes an additional leading line. And also I purposely put my camera close to the wall, so it creates a very interesting foreground element on the left side of the frame, with the light creating an interesting reflection. Oh. Getting so cold. Here we have an interesting high contrast scene, but it's maybe a bit too far at 50mm. As it is, I like it. So actually maybe I will just keep a version without anyone on the frame. But you see, here we have someone walking down the street, but she looks very small in my composition, so I can try to get closer. The issue is that this bush is quite dark, so anyone like walking there is getting lost in the shadow, so we don't have a clear subject exploration. So really our only way is if the subject is walking more on the right side where there is more light. So here again, I like the contrast created by the light. So I can focus on that building, lock my exposure, and kind of simplify the composition by using a little bit of the background here. And if we have someone walking in the light, could work quite well. Ah, すみません。すみません。
何映してらした？
この辺の太陽が当たってるところが綺麗だと思ってて、誰かがあそこに。
日本語が上手だね。
すみません。
日本に何年くらいいらっしゃる
？2年間くらい。
2年ぐらいでそんなにお話できるんですか？
まあでも来た前に結構独学で勉強しました。
すごいね。私ら英語を習おう思ったら全然できない。
あ、そう難しいですね。
よくこの辺に来られましたね、でも。
横川は結構雰囲気があると思います。
あら
いい雰囲気。
なんか私お花撮ってらっしゃるのかな。
これを使って ちょっともっ
こ
と
こから
そうそうそう、ここから
なるほど。
あそこは綺麗だと。
なるほど
でもこう、ちょっとこうしたらもっと
すごい
シンプルに、これは被写体という。
ああ、なるほど。いいですね。いやー、外国の人とこんなにお話ししたの生まれて初めて。
あ、そうですか。じゃあよかったです。
よかった。私何の今日は記念日にしようかしら。
じゃあありがとうございました。
はい、お元気で。
はい、お元気で。
楽しんでください。
はい、ありがとうございます。Waiting for the guy coming back to the. Oh yeah, here it is. Here we have a nice white wall that creates a clear backdrop, so it's easy to have a good contrast and a good subject separation. We have an iconic 7-Eleven Combini. So then we just have to wait for someone to walk down there, and it can make a pretty good shot. Just like this, or like this.